Hi, welcome to Three Questions With. Got my buddy Adam Risman with us from Risman Insurance. Hey, Adam, welcome to the show.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for having me, Kevin.
So, Adam, why don't we start at the beginning? Give us a little overview of the company.
So my name is Adam Risman. I work with Risman Insurance Agencies. We were a family-owned business since 1925 out of Medford, right on the Fellsway. And over those last many years, we've grown through acquisition. So we have 6 other agencies that we've acquired over the last couple of years. And really, we've grown through, like I said, really building a great group of people through these different agencies. We work with both individuals for their personal insurance, so home, auto, umbrellas, things like that. But where I concentrate is the commercial side. So really getting into business owners' policies and really, making sure that you meet with the business owners and ensure that they have the right coverage for their business, no matter what type, whether it's a contractor, someone doing landscaping, all the way up to, Fortune 500 companies doing financials or things like that. So we really cover pretty much every type of business, and I'm here to meet as many people as I can.
So, Adam, one of the things that I'm just always nervous about, my background being a CFO, is risk. Always want to know about risk. And now with everyone working at home, I have to admit there's a part of me that gets really nervous about that. I'm like, what could possibly go wrong? Just all the risk of people getting into the network. God forbid you get, someone doing ransomware against your company. And, there's insurance for that. And I'm like, okay, first you have to manage the risk, but then you have to be protected. So we can talk a little bit about the insurance that will cover me. God forbid someone hacks into my system from one of my home users.
Definitely. Yeah. Great point, Kevin. So, obviously we're in a pretty weird time right now where everyone's working from their kitchen tables or couches. And a lot of people don't really take into account the fact that when people are taking home their work laptops or they have their own setup at home, they're at a much bigger risk than when you're all in one office. Whether it's just being on your own home Wi-Fi and your own network, you're a lot more at risk for getting hacked or, something happening where someone else hops on your Wi-Fi. And it's really become a problem for a lot of companies. The good news is there is pretty simple coverage to implement. Cyber liability has been a really popular thing we've talked to a ton of companies with lately. Anything from, a smoothie store with online ordering that might have credit card information, all the way up to, like I said, companies with people's bank information, their personal information. It's all really important to protect. And whether it's in a business owner's policy, a lot of times they have cyber liability included, or throwing it on as an extra. It's very affordable. People don't understand. And it's something very simple, easy to implement, and it could really, really save you if something simple happened like a hack.
So last question, my friend, is reviewing policies. Because I have to admit, even, being CFO of the bank, you get the policy and you look at the bottom line. That's what most of us look for. What's the cost? Oh yeah, that's reasonable. But we don't think to say, okay, am I covered properly? A lot of times, as your business has grown, you've taken on more risk. You need to evaluate that. So shouldn't you sit down with your agent every year and just, hey, Adam, just so you know, this is what's happened. I'm now doing this. Here's a new service I'm offering, just to make sure we're covering all the risk as we grow so that, God forbid, we don't get that, well, Kev, I got bad news for you. You're not covered for that because you never told me about it.
Sure.
That's important, right?
That's a great point, Kevin. Yeah, it's one of those things where people view insurance as I'm paying for it. If I'm paying for it, I'm covered. And that's unfortunately not always the case. We talk to a lot of business owners every 5 years, they take a look. And that's great. A lot of rates will become improved. But one big thing is a lot of carriers, first of all, change their rates every year, depending not only on how their previous year was, but many factors in really everything that goes into it, your business as well as theirs. So it's really important to sit down with your agent, or depending on if your agent is not doing it, give me a call. Really reviewing not only how has your business changed over the last year, whether it's revenue, employees, do you add a new vehicle, are you in a new space? There's a million different things that go into it. And, once again, like you said, people are pretty much concerned with what am I paying, and that's it. But the biggest thing is when people go through, we notice that a lot of coverages that were relevant 5 years ago, you may not need, or you may be able to reduce, obviously saving you money. And with those savings, you're able to, latch on something new, for instance, the cyber liability, like we just talked about. Finding savings somewhere else and turn that into a cyber liability coverage is extremely simple. And a 30-minute conversation with the business owner would really be able to get that done and really get a much more accurate risk analysis on the business, which is able to, get a really good program implemented for them.
So Adam, how can people reach out to you? How can they learn more, my friend?
Yeah, so you can send me an email at arisman@risman.com. You can give me a call at 978-210-3638. You can also add me on LinkedIn. I'm on there way too much nowadays. So yeah, I'd love to talk to really anyone that's curious.
Adam, really appreciate you taking a few minutes to call into the show. And as always, thanks for being my friend.
Thanks a lot, Kevin.